Hello, YouTube and our Rick and Morty community. We're all here because we know season 3 is coming soon. We know Rick and Morty is almost back. But did you know Rick might not be in jail? Everyone thinks he's going to do this epic jailbreak. Not at all. I don't think so. I have a few reasons why. First, Bird Person died. I can't stress the fact that I don't think they would have let Bird Person die. I don't think that this is something that the writers are like, you know what, let's just write him out. I don't think it works like that. So it got me thinking, what if the Rick we're looking at is not the actual Rick? So, earlier on in season 2, it's kind of been confirmed that the Rick we're looking at is not our Rick. In the episode of season 2, episode 4, when the alien parasites take over, well, try to take over, they have everyone's favorite little friend, Mr. Goopy Butthole, the one that's on the screen now. So, in this reality, he's an actual friend of the family. He's an actual family member that's been around for a very long time. Whereas in our reality, we don't know this character because he's not the original cast of the C1 universe. So our Rick name is going to be C1 for this short video, just so I can refer to him faster. So the C1 Rick, we're going to assume him and Morty went to Blimps and Chips and stayed there and had a good time. So with that being said, we're actually on a different timeline with a different Rick and Morty. So from that episode 4, we never see our Rick return. Well, I don't think he has, because not once inside the show is he ever referred to as C1 anymore from that point on. Not only that has he not been referred to as his name that everyone has given him throughout the universe, but at the very end of the season, when he's being processed, there's a number while he's being arrested. And if you look at the screen, it says wanted list. It doesn't say this is prisoner. So the number that's above, I don't think it's his prisoner number. I think it's his Rick number. I think that the number that is there is the name to the Rick that we're watching at the moment. So this Rick is of that universe and that time frame or whatever, further proving that we never got back to our C1 Rick. Everything pretty much stays the same. So let's look at it this way. Inside season 1, when Rick and Morty destroyed the world, they chronoed the world and they left the world to another alternate reality where it was almost identical to this older reality that they destroyed. However, the only difference is they were killed or murdered, whatever, inside this reality, so they were able to take their spots in this reality. I feel as though this is kind of the same thing. Rick said we only have one or two of these tops inside the coming seasons, I'm assuming. So, who's to say that's not what's going on now? They were looking at a reality that they can actually go to and it'd be pretty much adjacent to theirs. However, the difference is, we have Mr. Poopy Butthole. So another thing that I want to point out is that Mr. Poopy Butthole is clearly not a human. So he was rushed to the hospital and he went to a human hospital. So in this reality, they have knowledge of these aliens and they can give them medical attention. So that is another difference inside this reality. And finally, the last thing that I think kind of points it out is at the very, very end, after the credits roll of the final episode, you see Mr. Poopy Butthole watching a news report on Rick being arrested, and he states, "Oh well, how's Rick gonna get himself out of this situation now?" So everyone was super hype over Mr. Poopy Butthole still being alive, and Mr. Poopy Butthole is like, "Ooh wee, how is Rick going to get himself out of this?" No one ever pays attention to the fact that Mr. Poopy Butthole is still there. That means we're not in our reality. That means we're not with C1 Rick and Morty. So, if you think I'm wrong, comment, let me know. If you think I'm on to something, let me know. Remember, like, subscribe, be free. Pay for season 2 and 1 of Rick and Morty. I did. I love it. I support 100%. Love the show. It's hard to find quality content like this. So, like I said, leave a comment.